Right, welcome guys, welcome. You join me in the Toyota Corolla, the KE35 Corolla. What a cool car it is. No, it's not, it's got loads of problems. So, I've been really putting off making any of these videos because I am pretty miserable about it all. As I'm sure you can imagine and understand, the car needs a new engine. I've got a new engine for it. It's been down on power because it had terrible compression. It had about 80 PSI compression across each cylinder. That's really bad. That's really bad. So yeah, I've got a new engine that's going to go in it, probably in this video, I think. No, actually, I tell you what, I'll get this video out to you anyway. I'll just explain, and then the next video you'll see will be the engine going in it. So let me explain. Obviously, I thought the manifold was the main culprit, right? I thought the manifold would be, you know, I was fooling myself. I was like, oh, it's got to be the manifold. Manifold, bad pressure, timing's bad, all this kind of stuff. I think timing definitely was part of it for sure, but I got the engine timed completely correctly. And yeah, no, it's still running like an absolute bag of complete shit. Now, for those that don't remember, just a quick bit of backstory. I bought this car sight unseen from Thailand. I'm never buying another car from Thailand ever again. Genuinely, never ever again. They're always bags of shit. My Datsun 510 is now completely in the bin. And I might do a video on the guy because he's a dick. He's a dickhead. He's an absolute dickhead. But anyway, before it arrived, I've got photos of it all, not videos. This engine that is currently still in this car had some work done. I paid to have some work done in Thailand before it came over. New cam belt, timing, all this kind of stuff. And when it arrived, the timing was completely out. So one cam was advanced, the other was retarded. It was just a complete joke of a job, right? And the thing is, it was so bad on timing that it was sending out massive fireballs out the manifold, which is probably what blew up the manifold, to be fair, as well as maybe some scraping as well. Anyway, that. If the engine wasn't screwed already, that is what has screwed the engine. There's one of two things. The guy in Thailand knew that the engine was screwed, sold it anyway. That's definitely a potential, for sure, actually. Second theory is it had its work done in Thailand, and that, you know, that timing was so bad, it led to bore wash, valve, loads of crap, which can absolutely screw up the compression of an engine and just fail the engine, basically. So yeah, engine's fucked, basically. I mean, there's not really much else really to say. So I bought a new engine. I have bought a new engine, and ECU looms, which I think is actually going to be a better course of action than trying to rebuild this engine. The reason why I say that is this engine that's currently in this car doesn't have any of the diagnostic stuff that it's supposed to have. So OBD1, OBD2 and OBD3, all these other things that are diagnostic tools for cars. This old engine, the 4AGE, basically runs off of an OBD1, where it's this little diagnostic port, and you can have little flashy lights, and the amount of times the light flashes tells you what's wrong with the car, blah 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 blah. This engine swap never had that, or it's been cut out or whatever, I don't know. So it's better for me just to get a completely fresh start with another engine. And it was cheap. It was £790 delivered. Will it be perfect? I don't know. I hope it is. I hope it's good. There's some things which need to be changed. So this is the MR2 Mark 1 4AGE is transversely mounted. We need to flip it round so it mounts the other way, so it's rear wheel drive mounted. A lot of it is quite similar. Let me show you though. Stop me talking. But you can see why I'm pretty annoyed and why I did not want to make any videos. So this is the engine. It's all in here. So it's all just on its pallet. Perfectly fine, no issues. Is it in great shape? It's fine, to be fair. You know, it's not actually that bad at all. So here's all the ECU and looms and things like that. So there's some stuff which definitely needs to be changed. So there is there'll be an engine mount to the rear somewhere, an engine mount to the front. They need to be changed to the sides. I actually think this may need to be relocated. There's a whole bunch of stuff which needs to be relocated, but it's really not actually that big a deal, I don't think, at all. Don't know what that is. What's that? Interesting. But anyway, so it's all pretty much there. It's an engine, and yeah, it's obviously it's got its tapping on the block for the engine mounts and brackets. It needs to have. I need to remove and change the. Well, so in here you'll see. Need to remove and change. The alternator, that needs to be swapped around for sure. I know that. I will swap over the water pump because that's new. I can see that already. Got to change the intake round because obviously when it's transversely, the intake goes that way rather than forward. So it's all messed up, completely different. Aircon unit will be taken off, put on the new one. And I think a lot of that is kind of it really. I've got a new starter motor down there which does actually clear this new manifold which I did buy, but then it needs to be adapted down there because it doesn't clear the steering arm, so that's a job for another day, but I'll install the old manifold when we get the new engine in. So yeah, big job. It'll take, well, I don't know how long it's going to take, to be honest. I think a whole day. I'm hoping it will just take a whole day. Literally one in, one out. That's the hope anyway. But again, it's not in bad shape. You know, it's not in bad condition, this engine. You can see it in there. It's not bad. It's not, there's the engine bracket for the transverse mounting. So that'll come off. We'll put the new covers on it. So a lot of it is just swapping it out. Swapping it out and swapping the new one in. So yeah, there you go. Didn't want to make this video. I've been putting it off, but I do like this channel, so I'm trying to keep it going. But I've had such bad luck with cars. My pickup truck still isn't painted. The Datsun 510 has to go in the bin. It's just been a joke, basically. It's just been really, really disappointing and really upsetting. So I didn't really want to do anything. But anyway, so this will be uploaded on the Saturday. The Tuesday after that Saturday that this video goes out, I've got someone coming around to help me who's got like a cherry picker, you know, the engine hoist, coming around to help me with that engine swap, basically. So I will probably do a bunch of time-lapse stuff at the time and like voice over it and things. But that's kind of it, really. Don't buy cars from Thailand. Genuinely, don't. I was pretty naive, you know. Don't buy cars from Thailand unless you absolutely know for certain they're not tsunami damage. So I was pretty naive, and I had completely slipped my mind that there was a tsunami. And I think the Datsun 510 might have been a tsunami car. But someone said it in the comments, and then I looked into it, and that's actually really, really common, is that there is a whole bunch of tsunami cars. And obviously tsunami, big waves, salt water, corrosion, etc. Apparently a lot of cars just sat in there. So unless you know for certain the state of a car in Thailand, don't buy them. Don't buy them. So I am excited. This engine came out of a 70,000 mile MR2 Mark 1, Toyota MR2 Mark 1. And they're peppy, they're not bad. They're not bad cars at all. It's just a 4AGE. So yeah, we're going to put that in it. Hope to fucking God it works. Hopefully it does. We'll see. I need some wins. I can't be doing with another bag of shit car. Yeah, I just can't. I can't do it. Anyway, if you want me to do a buyer beware on this dude, because he's one of about 3 Thailand importers in the UK. So if you want me to do a buyer beware, let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. Legally, I can do that because, yeah, no registered business in the UK. So legally, recourse in terms of him. I mean, I technically can just say all of the facts without any risk of recourse. So if you'd like me to do that, I will do that. But don't buy Thailand cars. Just as a rule, I think, just don't buy them. Because underneath them, they're shit. My Datsun 510 looked great. And it's fucking terrible. And it's going in the bin as a result. Anyway, there you go. I've rambled enough. I'm back. Ooh, I'm back. I'm not happy, but I am back. Anyway, cheers. Thanks so much for your support. Take care. Bye.